Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a classic folktale that reveals a remarkably modern truth about the mind-body connection. We usually think of our physical health purely in terms of what we eat and drink, right? But this ancient story from the royal court of King Krishnadevaraya shows that our ancestors actually understood something much deeper, and honestly, way more profound about human and animal biology.
So, let's just dive right into the seemingly impossible puzzle. Can weight remain exactly the same even after eating a lot? Really think about that for a second. How can a living creature eat to its heart's content every single day, taking in all those abundant calories, yet never gain a single ounce over a whole month? If you're not starving it and you're not physically overworking it, it sounds literally impossible, doesn't it? Well, let's see how this paradox actually plays out.
Section 1. The King's Unique Challenge. Our story kicks off with the powerful King Krishnadevaraya handing his cleverest advisor, Tenali Rama, a perfectly healthy goat, and he gives him these incredibly strict instructions. Keep it for a month, feed it full meals, but remember, after 1 month, its weight should neither increase nor decrease. Imagine being handed that task. You're directly ordered to feed an animal until it's totally full every single day, but somehow you've got to stop nature from taking its normal course.
And this sets up a brilliant, totally unwinnable paradox. On one hand, you have this strict condition of a full stomach and constant fodder. But on the exact same token, you have an absolute mandate from the king that the weight absolutely must not change. So Tenali Rama is trapped between two completely contradictory rules. If you feed an animal well, it's going to grow. But if you restrict its food to keep the weight down, well, then you violate the king's first rule. It seems like a complete dead end.
Section 2. The Courtier's Guess.
Now remember, this challenge didn't happen in a vacuum. The social pressure here was intense. The royal court was completely convinced that Tenali Rama would surely lose this time. All these jealous courtiers watching, they firmly believed the king had finally designed an inescapable trap. To them, Tenali's winning streak was over, plain and simple, because you just can't cheat basic biology. They were literally just waiting to watch him fail.
Section 3. Tenali's Secret Plan.
But Tenali didn't argue. He just took the goat and quietly went to work. And here is his brilliant two-step plan. Step 1, he gave the goat fresh green grass, excellent fodder, and plenty of water every single day, following the king's orders to the letter. But here is the massive twist in Step 2. Every single night, he briefly brought that terrified goat face to face with a cage holding a live lion.
Just picture the stark duality of this poor goat's existence. You've got the daytime nourishment, the goat is eating perfectly well, taking in rich food in a peaceful, super comfortable environment, but then you contrast that with the nighttime fear and stress, the sheer terror of seeing a captive lion completely wiped out the benefits of that daytime feeding. The goat was so frightened that the intense stress and anxiety of that nightly encounter literally burned away any physical benefit of the food it had just eaten.
Section 4. The Surprising Result.
So the 30-day deadline finally arrives. The royal court gathers around, fully expecting to see a really fat goat and a very embarrassed Tenali Rama. It's time for the final weight check. The king orders the goat onto the scales, and to the absolute astonishment of every single person in the room, the goat hasn't gained a thing. Its weight is almost exactly the same as it was 30 days ago.
The king is utterly baffled by what he's seeing on the scales. He looks at the goat, he looks at Tenali Rama, and asks the exact question on everyone's mind. How is this possible? He knows for a fact Tenali fed the goat. So how on earth did he pull off this impossible result without breaking a single rule?
Section 5. The Mind-Body Connection. And this brings us to the grand reveal, where a simple, clever trick turns into a profound biological lesson. Tenali Rama just smiles at the bewildered court and finally reveals his secret. He says, "Your Majesty, food alone doesn't affect the body. The state of mind is equally important." He explained how he nourished the goat beautifully by day, but struck absolute fear into it by night with the lion. By doing this, he proved to the entire court that the physical body isn't just shaped by the calories we put into it, but equally by the state of our mind.
The king was incredibly impressed by this deep wisdom, totally acknowledging the absolute genius of the solution. He tells Tenali, "You have proved again that every problem is solved not by force, but by understanding." You see, Tenali didn't try to force the goat to lose weight by starving it or making it run laps. Instead, he deeply understood the internal biological connection between mental stress and physical health, and he used that precise understanding to win the challenge.
So let's break down the ultimate takeaway from this story. First, external circumstances aren't everything.
Just having enough food and physical comfort isn't the whole picture of health. Second, our mental state severely impacts our body. And third, fear and stress literally alter our bodily functions. It just got to show that our mental well-being is just as vital as our physical environment in shaping who we are.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final, really provocative thought to ponder. In your own life, how much hidden mental stress is quietly outweighing your external comforts? Are you feeding your body well and living comfortably while secretly letting a lion of anxiety and stress consume your health every single night? It's a powerful, timeless question from a very old story. Thanks for diving into this with me today, and I really hope this helps you look at your own mind-body connection in a completely new light.